I kind of had this idea in mind for a while now, for like 2 weeks, but I just haven't had the motivation to paint. I'm not gonna say I'm forcing myself to do it now, but I am still fighting through those kind of negative emotions. But obviously, I'm here. That means I'm here to paint. Dang it! Let me flip the camera real quick. Hopefully, you can see the canvas. This is a bigger canvas than what we usually work with, though. Maybe last episode did we have a canvas this big? I don't even remember now, to be honest. But I definitely wanted it for this painting. This one's gonna be an abstract. I had another idea with it in mind where I was gonna kind of make it more introspective, but nah. I think I want this to be an abstract because it might not mean anything at all at the end of the day. And I think that's okay. But let's give it a second, see if anyone comes to visit. I wish I had a loading screen for these type of streams, but I don't. Let me close my door real quick. I mean, there's really nothing showing, but still, it makes me anxious. Oh no, I'm stepping on my dragon. Let's not do that. Oh, let's see. Well, yeah, we'll start momentarily. If even no one shows in a second, I'll get bored. Hey, what if I was watching this in the bar? That'd be really unprofessional. Hope I'm not being too loud. I try to speak in a quieter voice. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. Rawr, dragon, rawr. Quack, quack, quack. I'm a unicorn too, quack. Grr, 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 grr. What the fuck am I doing? This is just the loading screen now. Okay, there's someone watching. Let's stop being stupid. Let's see. Well, welcome everyone. We're gonna start painting right away. We're gonna start with a pitch black core, like my soul. I'm joking, everyone. Okay, a little bit. Okay, come on. Come out a little more. Oh, not that fucking much. It's not that big of a deal. I just gotta scoop a lot of it back in. Shit happens. But that is way too much. That's like a waste of paint. Honestly, this is such a bad botch. I'm thinking of pivoting into a different canvas. Yeah. Okay, a lot of people are watching. I think we're good. We are going to just work with this. Accept it is what it is. Yeah, that's way too much black paint. I gotta try to get some of that back into the bottle or something. I do like the jet black though. It's darker. That does give a good contrasting effect against brighter colors, which is what I'm hoping to take advantage of once we're able to properly start. Yeah, I have paint on my fingers already. No, it's gonna happen more because I gotta get some of this back into the bottle now. This is a disaster, by the way. I apologize for it. Alright, I got a good amount back in the bottle. I can accept the loss from here. And no more delaying the painting. Let me just first get this back to looking proper. Hope you enjoy my girl failure energy. Sorry there's no background music or anything like that either. Feel free to chat, I'll talk to her. Hello! Hi, Hot Coco, hi, and Kendall W. Wilts 598. Sorry if I pronounced any of that wrong, but thank you for chatting. I can only look every so often because I have a very awkward setup right now. Because the tripod I bought doesn't fucking work properly. Hooray. Oh shit. I just painted a bunch of quarters black. I forgot I put those in there. Not a big deal. Okay, next color we're going to use is a new favorite of mine, ultramarine. It's just really, really vibrant. And I want a dark color next to it because I don't want it to bleed into a brighter color yet. Let's see, is this brush finally... Oh yeah, this brush is finally actually decent now. This brush was completely hardened with acrylic paint where I couldn't even fucking use it. I'm like, if they... Okay. Am I using the right glue? I am, okay. Already probably making this wider than I need to make it, but that's okay. Looks kind of cool, actually. It's more like a swirling black color. But it is a little problematic for what I'm going for here. Do I have paper towels nearby? I do not. So I'm just gonna have to do the lazy girl solution of just beating the brush against the newspaper. I got new newspaper from the grocery store. So that's good. I need more than I have though. Alright, let's get more ultramarine on here. Problem is I'm not getting enough. Yeah, let me... Oh yeah, paper plates over here. Let me grab one of them real quick. Come on. Don't fuck up anything, be careful. Okay, I was really worried I was gonna fuck something up there. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I didn't overpour it and have a mishap like we did at the very start of the stream. I don't know if this is enough yet, but let's go for it. Okay, yeah, that's definitely darker. That's more of what I want. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that looks fucking cool. That's the exact effect I wanted out of this. Try to blend them together just a little bit. Make it look a little more rounded. On some of the white canvas as well, because I'm a little OCD about that. Probably to a fault, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna let this dry for just a little bit, maybe. So feel free to chat for a second. No, let's just say things yet. Yeah, I can't sit around doing nothing. Oops, sorry about that. This is a really shoddy setup, like I said. I'm lucky that I didn't break my phone. Let's not think about that and think more about this. You know what? I have less room here than I originally was planning on having. So instead, I think I'm going to skip the time. Nah, I can use a little bit. I'll just use a little bit of it. It shouldn't be that bad. Famous last words. Yeah, this is fine. And these browning brushes are probably a little bit better for this anyway. It won't be that hard to clean either. Sorry, I was trying to stay focused a little bit there, but that's boring. We have to fucking bladder as we fucking paint, y'all. The fuck? Excuse me. I'm gonna try to speak in at least a slightly higher pitch from now on. I have really been too lazy to start voice training, but I want to change that habit a little bit, even if it's not to a very good degree. I think I need some water. Everybody hydrate at home, okay? Oh, we have 2 likes. Thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs up. I always appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe as well. Holy shit, I was thirsty. No wonder my voice was so gravelly. Yeah, right. Let's smooth this out a little bit. I think I'm happy with it. Yeah, right. What to do next? What color to use? In my original vision, it was purple. So let's just go with that. But we might be using less colors than I originally intended. Maybe not. I just gotta be really creative about it. But I'm gonna use a layer of purple now. Obviously one of my favorites. I use it in almost every fucking painting, which is why it's almost running out. I should consider investing in... I need to do an Amazon order after the stream. Finally get around to doing that. Yeah, right. Purple, not working as well as I wanted it to, but I think it'll be fine. It doesn't look terrible or anything, it just... I feel like I could have used like another color in between this and purple and it would have probably popped out a little better and a better color balance. But it doesn't matter, I can just make it very thin anyway. That's how can people see okay. It looks like they can pretty well. That's good. I'll move a little more away from it just to be safe. This is a very stiff brush I'm using. It's still kind of staled over from acrylic paint dried on it. But it's still like brushes. It's just kind of, yeah. Any other boring things I can talk about? Oh, well, tomorrow I'm gonna go see the new Spider-Man movie with my girlfriend, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be honest, when I saw the trailer, I didn't think much of it. It looked like, oh, it's just Spider-Man fighting a bunch of ninjas. Who gives a shit? Show me one of the bigger, flashier villains in the Spider-Man series. But no, apparently the movie's really fucking good. And I haven't seen any of the other Spider-Man movies in the recent reboot. I saw the original Tobey Maguire trilogy. Never saw any of the Sony ones, and then I never saw any of the MCU ones. Just happened. It'd be like that. I do. It doesn't matter though, because I'm familiar enough with Spider-Man lore as a whole, where I won't be confused. So I can just pop into any Spider-Man movie like, oh, that's a reference to this or that. That's cool. Oh, I knew who that villain is already. So that won't be the problem. But it does, probably a lot of the movie will be spoiled, but I should have saw them by now anyway, to be honest. But let's get back to the painting. I'm going to use amethyst next. Yeah, that's another recent favorite of mine as well. Yeah, so the neighbor just came to the door, nothing else. I should be a little mindful of my sound though. Is that broken glass? Yeah, it looks like broken glass. How did that get there? Weird. Yeah, broken ass glass, and I just dropped it in the middle of my painting. And now it really doesn't want to come off. Okay, it's fine now. I can fix it up a little more, but I would let it dry some first. That's laziness. Where's the brush I just had already? I'll just use this one. There we go. That works. Just touch it up a little bit. If this is a different color than I think it is, oh well. There we go. That's a good touch up. Next, let's use the amethyst. Yep, right here. For this one, let's use... Actually, that works. That works just fine. My voice is gonna be all fucked up this entire stream, but I'm gonna try to have a more feminine voice from now on. Oh, hey everyone! Wow, welcome, welcome! There's a bunch of you now. Welcome to my stream. I'm Stone. I am a good VTuber. Though currently I am kind of in artist streamer mode because I don't have a computer right now or even an internet provider. I'm doing this all by my phone. I'm currently trying to balance onto my Switch, but it's really not working. There it goes. It looks like it's gonna tilt over any fucking second though. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. That works. Cool. Right, alright, continue the painting now. We're using amethyst now. Which is fitting because I got kind of like a geode look to this. I'm okay with using a little extra paint for it. Though I gotta be a little more narrow right here for obvious reasons. I didn't get this exactly centered like I wanted to, but I'm okay with that. It's way too late to try to fix it. Oh, you got a little viewing on me. Oh noes. Oh noes. Feel free to comment though. In the chat, I mean. Feel free to like and subscribe. I paint pretty often when I'm in the mood to do it. And I think I'm back in the mood to doing it. In fact, I plan on doing a painting stream tomorrow, even though it's going to be very busy tomorrow. Mm. Yeah, in fact, I gotta get to sleep earlier tonight the more I think about it. Oh well, that's for future Penelope to worry about after the stream. I'll be fine. I wasn't going to go to sleep anytime soon anyway. I might take a sleeping pill after the stream. Just touching it up now. I'm okay with it bleeding into the other layers a little bit. And if anything, it probably helps the effect I'm going for. Yeah, giving it like a fusion of it, kinda. There we go. Kind of ate into the purple a little bit more than I think I wanted it to. But that's okay. What's next? What's next? Let's go with a cooler color now. Actually, no, let's go with the cerulean blue first. As the last cool color I'm going to use. Alright. Let's. God damn it. All those brushes are already used, of course. This is a nightmare. Let's put this over here for now. And let's see if I can find a brush. Okay, this works fine enough, I think. Yep. If it's not soiled, it works fine enough, and I want this to be a very thin layer anyway. I'm already regretting using this color. In fact, I might be making a different painting with the same concept, but maybe I could use warmer colors from the get-go. But no, I still have a lot of canvas over here I can work with, so I'm going to continue with the original vision for as long as I can. You know what? I kind of like this, how this looks, to the point where, do I even want to put cerulean up here, or do I just want to keep it down here only? Oh yeah, let me paint up that a little bit, at least. I'll probably paint over this part later, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, let's use a little more of the cerulean blue. But I have a little space on the canvas. But it is what it is. Definitely use more of the cerulean blue than I wanted to initially as well. Oh god, this is taking longer and longer to get around each time. It's kind of what happens when you do a fucking circular painting like this. Originally I wanted to do it more square-like. And I kind of did in the middle a little bit, especially with the black. But it's kind of evolved for since then. We're making a jawbreaker at this point. It is what it is, though. Okay, we're almost done this part. Thank fuck, because I'm getting bored of this color. Alright, let's start using warm colors now. Let's see. What brush can I use? Will this work? That looks kind of... No, that's not gonna work. That's too messed up in the acrylic. Can I beat this brush to the usable state? Really is not looking like it. But let me try a little more. Excuse me. I need some more water. Come on. I think I got it off enough where I can use it now. Maybe not. Shit. I get kind of frustrated. Okay, sorry for that long pause there. Let me go get the deep red. I don't know how much of this I want to use. Kind of just depends on how it looks. And I'm going to fix it up there in a moment. I didn't realize how bad that looked, honestly. Alright, seems to be working so far. Kind of like a crimson red. Yeah, they just a deep red on it. Let me think. What else can I chat about since I kind of finished talking about Spider-Man already? Maybe I should honestly confess that after I watched the MCU at the very beginning and a few films sparingly here and there, but I just never could get into all of them. It's just too much. Like I don't want to know what Because I like things in order. I like things, and if there's too much of something, it can be overwhelming. I just there's a little splotch over there. I'm gonna just live with that though. So it's kind of just overwhelmed. Oh, I have another like. Thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we're chatting a while, but feel free to if you ever want to. But if not, we love lurkers here too. Lurk from beyond. Well, I guess I wouldn't discriminate against dead people watching this too. I mean, if you're like a ghost would be an existential crisis to me. Like, I think I had a panic attack thinking about the existential crisis once of being a ghost when I was a kid. Cause that's just creepy. Think about it, you're dead and you just appear back in either your house or some other place that you have some attachment to, or where you died. Like, depending on where you died, I guess, and how traumatic it was. Imagine dying at work and you're just trapped at work forever. That would be fucking horrible. Like, Jesus Christ. Imagine dying and you were a ghost haunting your shitty job. That's why ghosts aren't real. If that happened, there would be more fatalities from ghost related work injuries. From just people who wanted to get even or, can't solve the case of their murder, so they take matters into their own hands and cause a big old work accident as a ghost. So it would never happen. Why I don't think ghosts are happening. Okay, that's not really the reason, but I wanted to rant about something, and now I'm realizing how deranged it all sounded. Yet there's still people here, so I continue to yap. How's everyone's night going? My night's actually going pretty good so far. Some anxiety about things I gotta do tomorrow, but I think it'll be alright. Worst case, I might have to do some extra bullshit chores on a work day. Not fun, but doable. I need some more water, excuse me. Much better, much better. I am not used to talking this long anymore. It's been way too much of a break from it. Alright. Okay, this is definitely not good enough yet. Which one's this? Use for? Yeah, I think you definitely have this. Where's the one I just used for red? Where the fuck did I put? Oh, it's right here. I found it. Okay, well, some of this area is now going to be used up for. It won't be in the next part of the trilogy now, of the next paint layer. My fault for not spacing this properly. But we're going to continue it the best we can. Let's see, what do I want to use next? Orange. Orange. Just orange, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, orange. Yeah, it'll look cool, but it's gonna look less cool as it dries, so. Okay, it looks really cool wet, but I think once it dries, it'll look less cool. We'll have to see, though. I need to post my paintings on Blue Sky more. I probably get more traction on Blue Sky. Yeah, let me start doing that from now on. And just repost everything as I Just, yeah, if I just do a painting I already posted more, who gives a shit? But I'll start with just my new paintings and just ones I'm proud of. But first, let's continue this one. This one already has paint on it. This one already has paint on it. Oh, this one. I think this one's good. It just had painty water on it. Let's use some orange. Kind of a fiery effect that I like going on. Yeah, this is way more interesting than I was expecting this to be honest. Alright, I kind of like that effect happening too. It's almost like embers, or like little fragments breaking into it. Because what even is this to begin with? Is it a geode? Not really meant to be that. Let's get more orange on there. Yeah, I do love painting. I'm surprised that I've actually done it this much. I just expected it to, because the first time I did it, it was pretty much a joke stream where I wasn't expecting anyone to show up, first of all, and two, which some people did show up because I had it as this kind of stream, and I didn't realize that I had reviewers on it at the time. But two, that I would end up, being encouraged to continue to do it like I've been encouraged by friends and family of mine. So I'm glad I'm really glad I started painting. Even if I'm not the greatest painter ever. I mean, I'm trying to be the greatest painter ever anyway. I just want to be good enough to express myself a little better than I can right now. But the only way I can do that is if I keep painting. So I'm going to keep going. I don't know why I got all dramatic there, to be honest. Eh. Yes, I do kind of have an introspective message with this painting. I wanted to start very dark and cold in the center. But as you go out, it starts getting warmer, more fiery, more gay. I was even considering just doing a rainbow painting, but nah. That's too boring and too predictable. Nothing wrong with those. In fact, I might even do a version of those paintings where I do like a trans flag and rainbow pride flag. I'm just afraid I'm gonna fuck up the colors because I'm colorblind. So anything that's supposed to be a color, I gotta get nervous about. No, tomorrow I'm probably gonna do a Spider-Man painting. That should be fun. I don't know exactly what Spider-Man I'm going to be doing though. I'm probably just either going to do the head, maybe the back symbol, or maybe the front. It has to be a close-up of something on Spider-Man though. It can't just be Spider-Man himself. I'm not that good of an artist. It has to be something of a symbol of Spider-Man. It might just be his head, honestly. Then we have nothing to do his back. It's because then I have to do less of the webbing. And his back can look as realistic or as unrealistic as you want it to. Because you see he has both in the comic books and other media. Or it's either a jagged, cool looking spider or, you know, soft, round spooter. Spooter man. Does whatever a spooter can. Can he spooter? Yes, he can. Look out. Here comes the spooter man. I should stick to painting, and I apologize. Alright, I think that's good for orange for now. Yeah, I actually like how orange came out, though. Seeing a little bit here I kind of miss. There we go, that's better. Yeah, this one took longer. I like how it came out, so that was more fun to paint. But let's see, what do we do next? Honestly, I'm not sure. I know what I want to do last. How about we go with some grass green? And then I'll get to the last part of it. I did not need to use that much green, but oh well. I don't have to use everything that's on the canvas. Alright, let me use this for this. I might regret my use of grass green here, but for now, let's try it. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Ruh-roh. We'll be fine. Could have become like an orange green by the end anyway. You just have to pluck around trying to get as much paint as I can from it. I kind of just dip it and it's good. Yeah, this didn't turn out as badly as I was fearing it was going to. I think it is about time for the final layer in just a bit. Actually, I want to do an experiment first. See if there's any difference between yellow and lemon yellow, because I'm convinced that there isn't, but I'm also colorblind, so maybe there is. What else want to use yellow orange in this? Alright, now let me just fuse together the colors that just aren't vibing. Yeah, I might cancel out the orange effect a little bit with that. But I'm okay with that. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the final 2 layers. And for this first, I'm going to need yellow. Just regular ass yellow. What paint can I use for this? Paintbrush, rather, can I use for this? Not that one. This one might be good. Okay, yeah, I found one that's good. This one can be nice and brightly put in because it's probably the final layer already, but There's yellow and there's lemon yellow and one's in. Oh, another like. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. I really do. It helps out the channel a lot, and I'm trying to up my game with art. Because this is one of my more ambitious paintings I've done in a while. Where I had an abstract idea, but going into it instead of just, I'll just play around with paints, wacky doodle, dandy bullshit I've been doing lately. But every painting helps with the skill a little bit, even if it doesn't turn out to be the best painting ever. And some of my smaller paintings have led me to doing bigger paintings at times too. So that's another side to it that's good. It's all a net gain at the end of the day is what I'm saying. Okay, let me wash this paintbrush off a little bit because the green's kind of fucking with this. What is he going for here? I guess I'm using a yellow green instead. That's actually okay. I'm coping. I'm definitely coping a little bit. I'm going to use a bigger paintbrush for the final layer. Yeah, it's definitely different than my original vision, but not in a way I dislike. So I'm gonna keep going at it. Almost done though. Come on, motherfucker, paint faster, you bitch. You bitch. Let's see. Alright, then just shoot, and then just trim up the lines over here. Touch that paint a little bit, oh noes. Alright. Lastly, how is this paintbrush? Looks fine to me. And for the last layer, we are using lemon yellow. No, the yellow doesn't look as vibrant and cool as I thought it was gonna look. I will be honest. But let's see if there's any difference between the two yellows, or if it's just bullshit. Like they're just gaslighting us into buying two different yellows. I mean, there's two of the same yellows. Yeah, okay, there's a slight difference. It's definitely more pastel. And I like this brush paint. This brush gives it a different texture than the other brushes too, so it'll help it stand out a little bit. Oh, another like! Thank you very much! I get excited. Oh, hi! Hi, Amanda Henry. Welcome to the stream. Always happy to see new viewers and new people chatting. Sorry if I don't get to them right away. I have a very awkward setup right now. Alright, well, we can give broader brushes now since this is the final layer. I wanted to cover it all up anyway. I can mix the two yellows and I wouldn't be the end of the world. This area is going to have a lot of extra yellow, but I'm okay with that. I don't know if I like it or not. It kind of gives me a headache. I think if I stopped just with the cool colors and the orange at the edges, it would have been kind of cool. But now I'm like, oh no, did I make it clash too much? But 5 likes in one stream, that's really fucking cool. Thank you for everyone who's watched and made that happen. Feel free to subscribe. Subscribing is also huge. I lost a few subscribers for not painting for so long, which is an understandable reason to lose subscribers. But it is what happened. Maybe we're going back to a sponge brush at this rate. Yeah, my wrist is just getting tired. Could have let me have my other hand take over for a bit, in fact. Since I don't need sophisticated strokes for this anyway. And I'm semi-ambidextrous. Only a little bit. More like I have two left hands. They're both bad. I think I was born left-handed. But then I was trained from a very young age to be right-handed. So it just became my dominant hand anyway. Alright. I think we're about done here, though. I'm seeing little imperfections here and there. Let's see. Is there an unused brush? Oh no, I already fucked it. Yeah, that works. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. To fuck with it more is to make it look worse. So we're just gonna leave the fuck alone. Technically, I painted from this angle. Oh wow, that looks like it's going like deep into a hole or something. Yeah, that looks wild on camera. But I kind of like it from this vantage point too. Even from this vantage point. Oh, and from this vantage point. But this is how it was originally painted from my point of view. I should have showed off a little bit more as the stream went on. What does everyone think though? I think this one's cool. I worked harder on it than my usual paintings lately. I would say some of my paintings were a little harder to make than others. But I'm feeling a little more driven lately. Even though I'm very busy tomorrow, I kind of want to do a painting after I watch the Spider-Man movie. Otherwise, that'll probably be the last stream I do this week. I don't know, I could do something on Saturday, maybe. In fact, I could try to text a friend to see if he wants to watch me put that Charizard together finally. Tiggy, yeah. That would be fun. Still 3 people on. Thank you for watching, but I really do gotta get off now. Until next time, you're out of this world. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, and trans rights. Bye bye!